Okay, so first we're gonna go over the tools required to do the installation. Um, Basically, we have a Phillips screwdriver, uh, regular size. If you have one that uses an extension, it can be quite helpful. A small one for the like small spaces. Uh, an 8 millimeter socket with an extension definitely require to take the OEM radio. You need the panel tools, uh, pretty easy to find, cheap thing that will help you a lot, not creating any marks or dents in the car while you remove the parts. Also, the wire stripper and a crimp tool, and obviously the crimp caps, solder material, or whatever uh, method you decide to do the wiring process. Now I'm gonna go over uh, some of the stuff I bought for the installation and what the radio is going to be. So this here, the radio that I'm going to install and fit is a Boss BCPA9. Uh, Basically, it's a touchscreen radio, single DIN. Uh, Basically, let me pull this out. There's like stuff that comes with it. It's a 9-inch screen. It connects to the back of the single DIN radio that you will see in a second. I like this radio. First, price. I'm not into spending a lot of money into the audio. I just want the benefits of a newer system like the Android and Car Apple Play. Here you can see everything that comes in the radio. Here in the bottom is the radio itself. You will see it when we start doing the installation. So here I have the rest of the stuff I got. Some of the stuff is not necessarily required for the installation. Is things that I bought based on what my plan is to install on the fit. So here we have the double DIN face. Like I said, it's the radio is a single DIN, so I'm going to be using this storage space that comes with the kit. And pretty sure most of you guys have seen that. We'll go over all that stuff during the installation video. Then here I have, this is the kit. This is a wiring kit that basically will allow you to do, it's a way easier process to install the radio. Here's the code and label. By the way, everything that I bought to install the radio, I got it at Crutchfield. They are not sponsors or anything like that, but I really like the easy process that they have created for anybody to do an installation with like basically any vehicle. But like I was saying, here's the connector that matches the wiring on the fit. So if you look here, this is the connector that goes in the back of the head unit that we're going to install. And here is the wiring that we have to splice. The good thing about this, so this end will go to the wiring from the car. The good thing about this is that it's color coded, ready to go. You just match the wires, and like I said, basically the method to do the splice of the wires, that will be like your decision. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so pretty easy to follow. It's basically matching colors. But for clarification, in case that there's somebody that is not have not deal with this kind of stuff before. So basically, when you go to the wiring, every color has a meaning that is kind of generic on the motor vehicle industry. So the yellow, it's basically the constant or power battery. The blue is the antenna power of the 12 volt out power. Greens there are two. You're gonna see there's one that has all green. The other one is green with a black stripe. So that is the left speaker connection. Then you have the purple, same thing, regular purple, like all purple, and then the one with the black stripe, that is the right rear. And then you have the black, obviously that's the ground. The red is the accessory. That's basically the one that will supply the power, the signal, when you turn on the key. The white is the left front. Same situation, two wires. One with a black stripe, another one's full white. That is the left front. And then the gray, that will be the right front. Regular, like all full gray. And then a gray with a black stripe. Then you have the orange, that is for the illumination. Basically, it's illumination or dimmer depending on the type of system. Some systems allows you to dim the light as you, in the same way that you dim the light in the interior of the vehicle. So that's basically what this wire does. I think I cover all the colors, but yeah, basically pretty simple. Just match the colors. Then one end goes to the car end, and the other one will go to the head unit. Then what else do I have here? Okay, so here you have, this is another important piece that you will need. This is for the antenna. This is the adapter for the antenna. This is definitely required for the installation. There are you need this in order to do the installation in the proper way, I will say. Obviously, people have different ways to do things. I'm pretty sure somebody out there figure a different way to do it, but very important. Let me see. So here I have two different kind of connectors, butt connectors, how people usually call it. This ones will basically be the ones that you use if you're not doing splice, if you're not doing soldering. Very good system, that's why I bought it. Definitely soldering is the best way to do it. This one basically is a really good way for you to tap into a wire if you need it. I don't think, based on what I'm going to do, that I will need to do that, because I'm not planning on doing any other audio amplifier or anything like that. That would be probably the case to use something like this. I'm not doing the camera neither, so probably not, but in the installation video I'll probably show you how this one works. This here is basically, is, like I said, soldering is the best way to connect the wires, the safest as well. So this is just a rubber heat shrink cover. So basically you cut it in the measurement to cover all the wires, and with the heat gun then we'll go over that. Obviously, if that's the way that you're planning on going, then you need the soldering machine and the heat gun as well. So here I have the two things like I mentioned before that I bought that are not necessary, but I'll go over why and what am I gonna do with it. So I use Android. So this is a Dragon Tail is how it's called. It's basically a conversion from USB to USB-C to USB-A. Pretty simple. It's just for me to have an option inside the car. Probably the most important of the two is this one. So this is a cool kit extension for the two USBs that comes out of the head unit. So the head unit that I'm going to install comes with like two female USB connections that basically allows you to connect into the car Apple Play or Android Auto in the same way, like basically allows you to connect to anything in the radio if you need to, or connect any device. At the same time, it allows you to charge. The good thing about this kit is that basically comes with this little interfaces that you can switch depending on the vehicle that you have, and basically goes into the dash. So there's no weird wires or anything dangling anywhere like I've seen other installations. Was one of the things that bothered me in other stuff that I watched and looked into before. So this will most likely go in this empty space on the left side of the steering wheel. So the little coin hanger on my dash will have to sacrifice the position there, and this is what I'm going to install. So I'm going to take the wiring to the other side of the dash, to the left side of the dash, and basically have like a really good connection. Like I said, this is not necessary. I have seen people doing this kind of installation with very cool and new things and ideas they came up with. Others just left a wire somewhere so they can tap into. But that's basically what I'm going to be doing. In the next video, we're going to go over the actual installation, and then I'll put more details out about each part and how is that going to fit into my plans.